our visions might just be getting impaired, or we don't even know.
See those things, they say, we need to check you well. Can you imagine me that doctor? It was run, and then when I checked, and then they put, the lenses for me, I found the letters became very clear. I was like, hey, now it's clear. That's how I figured out that I wasn't even seeing properly.
Vision was getting
Yes,
impaired.
yes. Now, if you don't start to take care of it at that time, that early stage, where your eyes can still at least adjust even to the lenses that you're going to use. After a while, your brain will begin to deceive your eyes, okay? And and then you will have something we call lazy eyes, amblyopia. What it means is that it's like saying your mind has now accepted certain blurry picture as clear pictures. So even at that point, maybe it now gets a bit worse, and you now decide, this thing is getting so bad, let me go and check myself. When the doctors attempt to use lenses to try and correct it, they won't be able to get something that is even clear. They won't be able to get you back to that normal, what we call the 6/6 vision, or the 20/20 vision. So even with the glasses, it will improve, right? They will do the best that they can, but you will find out that because to some extent things have happened that have adjusted what you call your eyesight to a new normal, you won't ever be able to get that clear, sharp picture, the 20/20
But for
vision.
the person who even went for diagnosis at a point,
at a late
point,
yes.
At least you're able to give the person who did not attend.
It just keeps getting worse.
Okay. It's all right. Now you know that delay is dangerous when it comes to taking care of this little organ called the eye, and it's imperatively there is need for us to focus on taking care of our eye, because sometimes I imagine just closing my eyes and I begin to like this. I wonder how the blind function, and then I know that it's very, very important that I take care of my eye. Well, I always go with it's not my portion to wear the glasses, but anyway, now doctor has said something. I need to actually go know that I have to get myself checked and see if I need a lens like the doctor. Okay, now, oftentimes I've heard people say that certain food we eat could actually lead to vision impairment, or could help build the eye. The food, so what we consume, does it contribute to helping manage the eye or damage the eye?
Okay, yes. In fact, our lives are generally tied to your diet and exercise. Very major things in life in keeping you healthy. And that affects your entire system. And your eyes are one of those very prominent systems. Now, I don't know, when we were growing up early, even before we got into the medical school, we also always used to hear about night blindness. Right? Night blindness meaning you're not seeing as clearly as you should at night. Okay, and it's usually attached to carrots. Okay, vitamin A.
Carrot.
No, that's vitamin A is supplied by carrots.
Okay.
Its deficiency of vitamin A will cause night blindness. So then we're encouraged to eat a lot of carrots. The point is, vitamin A is very good for the eyesight. Okay. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. There was this cartoon we used to watch then, I think it was called Popeye or something like that, and you find when he eats spinach, he gets powerful and gets clear vision and all that. So spinach is also very important. That's if we see spinach in this night. It's not very. Well, you'll find it.
But we have other vegetables that compensate for it.
Yes.
Normal pumpkin leaf.
Yes.
We have our own Nigerian mint spinach. The one we call green.
Right.
No, dogoyaro is bitter. I don't do the one we usually refer to as green.
Yeah.
Popularly, it's also good.
Yes, they are also
water
good.
leaves.
Yes.
Very good.
Very good. So the point is, the more vitamins you have, the better your chances of health. Not just your eyes, but generally. But your eye also very much included. So we always encourage people to eat lots of fruits, vegetables. Of course, eat a balanced diet. But take lots of fruits, vegetables. You want vitamin A there, you want vitamin C there, you want vitamin E there. Your omega fatty acid, omega-3, So you can easily browse those things. You can browse it in the Nigerian context.
Can my grandma browse?
Well, you can browse and you can inform your grandma in the language that she will understand.
Okay. Now, so what do you think that if I consume regularly could be damaging my sight?
Okay, now in fact, two of the major diseases that cause eye problems, diabetes,
Mm.
and hypertension. Okay, so it's almost akin to saying the meals that will tilt you more. Now that's why usually we say as you age, you should reduce your sugar intake. It should be more controlled,
Okay.
so that you have less chances of developing some of all those diseases. Because when they come, they're going to affect your eyes, they're going to affect other organs, but they're going to affect your eyes. In fact, just by looking at some people's eyes that are having problems, you can tell that they have diabetes or
Okay.
hypertension. There are actually some signs that the doctors see, that point to that.
I
So,
don't understand why BP and diabetes is always everywhere.
oh, they are like the two evil twins. They are everywhere, and they are very, they don't spare. They are very unforgiving.
Mm.
When they are in your body, all sorts of things can happen. So you want to avoid those things at all costs, and that will mean as much as possible trying to live a healthy life from a young age. Very important.
Because I was going to ask, all
Yeah.
these things we consume, do we have to start it from infancy, or is it from a particular age when we get older?
You, our awareness concerning diet actually starts from babyhood. Now, even though what happens is as you get a bit older, you keep adjusting your diet. But at every age, there are healthy diets that should keep you healthy, at least optimal for that your age range.
Mm.
Now, there are certain things that may be optimal at a younger age that when you're older, your body won't be able to handle so well. So you keep adjusting, according to age.
Okay, you keep adjusting according to age, but care of the eye actually starts from infancy, just like Dr. Udi has said, and it's encompassing what we eat, what we consume, how we eat it. But fruits, vegetables, very, very important. We'll take a break now. When we come back, Dr. Udi, Senior Registrar, Family Health Department, is still very much in the house. For the program Your Health. Today we are looking at care of the eye. The eye is that small tubal you have on your head, and it's very, very important to take care of it because it's the window to your soul. It tells when you're happy, it shows when you're sad. And then, if you don't take care of it, how will the soul see? Or how do we look into your soul? All right, Dr. Ufie Udi, Senior Registrar, Family Medicine Department, Federal Medical Center here in Espa, is trying to take us through the things we should do. And I said so far that what we eat can help to take care of our eye. That is, taking good food and exercise. Yeah, that's how you put it.
Yes.
Food and exercise
Yes.
will help improve the eye.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there are some habits that, as individuals, we involve a lot in. They use, especially now, this Y2K generation technology, the computers, our phones. How does this thing impact the eye?
Okay, so in caring for the eyes, one of the things that we're actually concerned about is, your screen time, and then of course whatever you're
Or your
looking at, or your
phone.
phone, for about 20 minutes. Okay, you should look up. Look for a distance about 20 feet. Hmm? Well, we know how to do a lot of what real estate, so you can approximate 20 feet in your head for those who have been selling lands. Okay, so So you look a distance of 20 feet for about 20 seconds.
Okay, 20 seconds.
So that's the 20.
Okay, so if you've been on your screen for 20
minutes, you should look
look
up.
away for a distance of
20
feet.
seconds
At the 20 feet.
Yeah, a distance of 20 feet for about 20 seconds before you continue.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two is you want to make sure that the light of your screen is adjusted to suit the environment. So you shouldn't always be very bright. Okay. It depends on the environment. Of course, that doesn't mean you should use dim lights to read, because that will also ruin your eyesight. But you adjust it kind of to fit the environment. You will even notice it sometimes as you're adjusting it when your eyes become comfortable. You know, yeah. So that's also important. And of course, the distance. The distance between you and that screen should be something about 25 inches or thereabout. Okay, so that you have a good distance. It's not too far, it's not too close, because your eyes are going to be doing a lot of work. There's something we call accommodation. The ability of your eyes to adjust to see the objects or the letters you're trying to look at. So if you put it too far, it gets too straight. Put it too close, okay, so you have to put it at a distance that the muscles of your eyes are comfortable with focusing that. Right, usually about that 25 inches. So those are some of the things that you do when you want to protect yourself from having problems with your eyes over long screen time.
Okay, so in other words, we shouldn't dwell so much.
No,
my PD, are you here?
Not for very long.
Did you hear that? You've been on that phone since I came in. She's smiling. She's trying not to know. Okay, so this Gen Z generation, it's good you use your phone. We're always on our phone doing one thing on the system or the other. But now, the 20-20-20 rule applies. Use it 20 minutes. Look away at the 20 feet for 20 seconds. You can now return to your phone. Then for those who are TV addicts, watch, look away, and come back. All right, now, if I have a chemical splash or maybe a hazardous splash into my eye, what should be the first thing to do?
Oh, the first thing to do is water. And water usually is very available. Run water. Don't rub the eyes with your hands. No, don't itch it. Don't find clean running water and let it just rinse that eye consistently for as much as 15 minutes. Okay, yeah. Just keep running it.
After that, do I need to come to the
After
hospital?
that, you come to the hospital. Don't do any other thing.
That is not enough. Okay,
no, not doing. Just doing that is not enough.
That's
come to the hospital. Yes, that's the first aid, exactly. All right, it will help a lot depending on the chemical splash you have. Okay. It can be the saving grace for the eyes. Okay. But after you've done that, then report to the hospital and let the eye doctors take it from there.
All right, let the eye doctors take it from there after you've administered the first aid. Okay, now let's look at some preventable measures, because I know that when the eye is damaged, there's nothing anyone can actually do for it. But now we can prevent, we can manage. So let's look at that before we take a bow for today.
Okay, prevention is just like some of the things that we've already said. Okay, so first we talk about your diet. So we mentioned